You ready to let the dogs out?
What?
Do what?
From the All Indiana Podcast Network.
Join Pet Pals TV's Patty Spitler as we celebrate our furry friends.
Cats, dogs, and all the critters in your family.
Celebrate the bond between pets and people and meet Hoosier heroes saving four-legged lives.
I love it. Good. I'm glad.
It's the Positively Patty podcast.
I can't wait anymore. Me neither.
Now, your host, here's Wish TV contributor Patty Spitler.
And coming up today on the Positively Patty podcast, we've got Julie Hayden. Julie is the executive director of NAMI in Indianapolis. That's the National Alliance on Mental Illness. And Julie is the local executive director. So we're going to talk about, especially for kids, young adults, 11 to 14, what pressures and challenges are they going through during the pandemic? And how can you help? You're not alone. So stay tuned. And now on the Positively Patty podcast, we're here with Julie Hayden, a friend of mine. I admire what she does so much. She really, really helps so many people. And Julie is with NAMI. Now, in case you don't know what that is, that's the National Alliance on Mental Illness. And you are the executive director of the Indianapolis chapter, correct?
Yes, it's the Greater Indianapolis chapter.
The greater,
so, yes.
Put greater in there. All
That's
right.
right.
And how long have you been the executive director?
I've been here for over 3.5 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tell us in synopsis what NAMI is and what it is that you do to help folks.
Yeah, so NAMI is a group of individuals that have life experience with mental illness of themselves or their family members. And we take our lived experience as our power to help others in the same way. So we do support, we do education, we do a lot of storytelling to normalize a conversation and to make people feel not alone and not like strange or weird or,
Yeah, you know, because I always love that line, you're not alone, because I've suffered from severe depression. And, of course, everybody knows my hearing loss, and that precipitated me having to quit the job that I did for many, many years. Luckily, I found something else to do. And again, I credit that with my love of animals and pets, because they helped me when I was severely, severely depressed. And you went through some depression as well.
Yeah.
You'd never guess that, because you're always smiling. And look at that big smile right there.
I think it's interesting that, you know, people with depression can look really smiley and happy. And
well, look at Robin Williams.
Absolutely.
Look at some of the folks that have, you know, we've lost them because they felt they were alone. And that's too bad. The nice thing about this is the stigma's going away. So what happened to you?
Sure. So my mom has schizophrenia, and so that was pretty traumatic growing up. And I think that for me, really coming to terms with that and what that would mean, and that I have a genetic component in my genes that it could possibly happen to me or my children, I became pretty severely depressed as a teenager. I was also very active. I did all of the things, and I probably wasn't sleeping enough as well. But yeah, I definitely had severe depression in high school, and I did go on medication. It was not the right medication, but at the time I didn't know, you know, you don't know those words to really say, this is weird and this is not working for me. So I had pretty severe crises in high school where I thought about suicide. And yeah, so I think that even as an adult, those feelings come back. And it's just something that now I've lived with it for so long that I have a lot of tools in my belt to be successful and to combat it.
And it, like you, talking about it, I feel that when I talk about it, and I have a book out about it, and it mentions it in there, I have severe depression, thoughts of, you know, checking out. The more you talk about it, the better it is.
Absolutely.
Because then someone says, oh, I felt that way.
Yeah.
Or I know someone who felt that way. So again, we bring that key phrase out, you're not alone, but you feel so alone when you're going through it. You're thinking,
that's right.
Because everybody else looks like they're having a great time, but you're not, and what's wrong with me?
Right.
Again, you can't judge a book by its cover. Now, let's move along here to the pandemic. And what we were talking about just before we went on, the age group of kids, 11 to 14, have gone through not just growing up and all the problems of growing up, but depression because of the pandemic. They're in school, they're out of school, they have to wear masks.
Yeah.
This is really rough on kids.
Absolutely, it is. And I think it's also, you know, just a hard time in general to grow up. There's a lot of expectations for teenagers and kids that, I didn't have growing up, and there's a lot of pressure. And then to add the pandemic on top of it, it's hard for kids to have a sense of control in their lives.
Yeah. And I remember when this first happened, I thought, well, this would be about 3 months. We've been going through these changes for 2 years.
Yeah.
It's hard on us as adults. I can only imagine when you're developing social skills, how to relate to other people in school, and then
and put puberty on top of it. Yeah.
It's just
it's
crazy.
A lot. It's a lot.
Okay. So someone notices that their son or daughter or relative or friend that they think the child maybe needs some help, or the young adult, let me say that. What should they do?
Well, I think first, check with your school system and see if there are school counselors or what they have in place at the school system. If you feel like you're not being heard within your school system, we have an awesome online class that's on demand called NAMI Basics.
Okay.
And that class helps parents not only understand what a child is going through that is developing signs of a mental illness, but also how to advocate within the school system of how to help and to get that help for that child.
To get started somewhere.
Yes.
It's NAMI.org. Is that where you go to get some more information on the page? And I noticed when you go there, you can connect. You're all over. You're national. So, but if you live in the Indiana or Indianapolis area, then they need to talk to your.
Sure, you can find NAMI Basics at the NAMI.org website, but if you want local resources, it's NAMIIndy.org.
NAMIIndy.org.
Just add the Indy to it, and that's us.
That's us.
Yeah.
And as you know, I love to be a spokesperson. Whenever I go out, I do speaking engagements, and of course, when you see us on TV,
yes.
You know that I support what you do. I wish, as a kid, that we'd had that. There weren't any mental health folks in school. There weren't.
Right.
And I did feel totally alone. One thing, and I know this is something you feel as well, that helped me when I was a kid and helped me as an adult, is pets. My love of critters, dogs, cats. I've had turtles, guinea pigs, and you have guinea pigs too, and they help you, and a dog helps you and your kids. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I have 2 guinea pigs that are my youngest daughter. She's 11, and then it helps her with responsibility.
Yes.
And our dog is just over 3 years old. And during the pandemic, while my kids so I have an 11-year-old and a 13-year-old, both girls.
Wow.
And during that time of, going back to school, coming home, e-learning and all of that, my dog took on a role for each kid that was necessary. So my youngest didn't have much to do, and so she played with the dog when she didn't have a lot going on. My oldest had too much to do, and so the dog would comfort her when she needed it. Now she sleeps in both of their beds, and she just goes from one to the other because, she knows her role is to take care of those babies.
So she's your personal therapy dog.
She is. Absolutely. And she helps me parent better because she can help them while I work. So it's great.
What is her breed or mix?
She's a golden retriever. Yes.
Perfect for a therapy
Very.
dog. Oh, yes. They love everybody.
Oh, yes. Yep.
I love it.
Yeah.
What would you advise someone, again, if they're listening and they feel compelled to get in touch with you? You say go to the school first. I did hear that out.
Yes.
So what other things can they do?
I think it's important that for parents or caregivers to know that there are a lot more resources in school now to teach kids about their feelings.
And they can talk about it now.
And they can talk about it. So when they come to you to talk about it and they're saying words like, I feel depressed or anxious or whatnot, try not to dismiss it, but really listen to what they have to say because they actually have words when we didn't have those words.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you mentioned that your mom had issues when you were growing up.
Oh, yeah.
Now I look back. Again, we didn't have words for it then, but my mom would be out singing, cutting the grass. She'd take off her blouse, and then the next minute she's in the bedroom crying. But nobody said anything.
Right.
You just ignored it.
That's right.
And we shut the door.
That's
Dad
right.
would shut the door. She'd be in there crying, and then she'd come out and, okay, let's move on. So
That's right.
I think if I could look back now, maybe a little bipolar.
Well, and as a child, you internalize that. If no one's talking about it, there's tension. You can feel the tension. You don't know the words, but you internalize that. And a lot of kids blame themselves for the tension that's happening within their families.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I used to come down, my mom and dad would be arguing or something, and I'd come down the stairs and sit there and try to listen to them if they were talking about me. Was I the problem that they were talking about?
Yeah.
So, boy, I can totally relate to this. So,
Yeah.
make sure, again, for me, pets have always, I'm an only child, pets have been my constant source for encouragement, help, and love. And again, you're not alone, so reach out to NAMI, NAMIindy.org.
That's it.
Julie Hayden, you are wonderful.
You are wonderful. Thank you, Patty.
Well, see, that's why we're so happy now and healthy mentally, because we love each other.
That's right. It's all about community.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. You do good work. I'm so proud of you, too.
Thank you.
So, Julie Hayden, thank you again. It's NAMI, National Alliance on Mental Illness.org.
That's right.
And thank you for all that you do.
Thank you.
You're not alone.
Discover more pet-friendly stories at PetPalsTV.com and stay with Wish TV online at WishTV.com and when you follow Wish TV on Facebook. Be sure to like and subscribe to this podcast and discover more great podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now at AllIndianaPodcastNetwork.com.